Hello, I'm Eric, and welcome back to another video from Dragonfly Awakening. It has been a while since you've seen me, and I've certainly missed you all. But I have been working on some amazing projects, and I can't wait to share them with you when they have been completed. Today I'd like to present to you the first in a new series called the Empath Care Kit. This series is dedicated to us empaths, intuitive empaths, clairsentient empaths out there. As most of us know, being an empath can be both a curse and a gift. Usually a curse before it becomes a gift. Learning how to fine-tune our energies to make it manageable is the very goal of every empath. Finally, turning it into a gift could also be a life purpose for many. In our first video today, we'll talk about what an empath is, how to determine if you're an empath, and finally, the hows and the whys of how it all works. So, let's get into it. Being an empath is something someone is either born as or developed early on over time. Discovering that you are an empath could have come from either pleasant or unpleasant circumstances. One thing is for certain though, it is an incredible gift if you feel that you would like it to be such. In order for this empathic ability to become a gift rather than a burden, we must understand it by identifying its qualities, how it is developed, and how it can be calibrated and fine-tuned so that it can be regulated. Only once it is regulated can it become an asset to you rather than a massive point of vulnerability. The human body is a highly intuitive instrument. The empathic ability is a fine example of it once all the energies and perceptions have been sorted out. Being an empath can be on par with psychic perception. In fact, once the empathic person does sort out the energies and perceptions to that of a clearer image, this sorting out allows more room for growth as a psychic. The name of this gift is intuitive empath or clairsentient empath. Let's take a closer look and first distinguish if someone is an empath or not, and to what degree. So, what is an empath and how do you confirm if you are one? There are a number of key signs to help you determine if you are an empath. The first quality of being an empath is you feel emotions that are not logically yours. You can walk into a room feeling fine and suddenly feel anxious, heavy, sad, or irritated without any personal reason. And it shifts again when the environment or people shift. This is one of the strongest indicators. The second quality of being an empath is your body reacts before the mind understands. This is intuitive somatic empathy. Some examples are a tight chest around someone with grief, your stomach drops when someone is hiding anger, feeling drained near certain people, and feeling light or expansive near loving people. Here, your body becomes the receiver. The third quality of being an empath is you absorb energy, not just sense it. Highly sensitive people, HSPs, sense a lot, but empaths absorb and internalize it. You may feel emotionally overloaded around crowds, need alone time to decompress, take on people's moods, stress, or pain, or carry energy even after someone leaves. Next, people open up to you instantly. Strangers might tell you their life story, trauma, secrets, or emotions without you asking. You become a safe field they feel drawn to. You feel responsible for others' well-being, not because you want to, but because you feel what they feel. So their pain becomes your discomfort. This creates a natural impulse to soothe, help, or heal. You can sense dishonesty or motives. Empaths naturally read subtle emotions, underlying intentions, what's not being said, and the emotional tone behind words. You may know when someone is lying or withholding without knowing how you know. Emotional environments affect you more than they affect others. This is where tension in a room feels physically uncomfortable. Violence or cruelty in media is too intense. Loud, chaotic places drain you, and peaceful environments restore you immediately. And finally, the eighth quality of being an empath is you need more recovery time than others because your nervous system processes extra emotional data. Alone time isn't just a preference, it's a requirement. Some bonus signs that many empaths don't realize are signs are: you feel the energy of objects, homes, or places. You sense when someone is thinking about you. You check in energetically on people without trying. You can feel collective emotions, global events, group energy. Your intuition is often spot on, and you feel emotions in waves that don't come from you. How to know for sure? You are likely an empath if you consistently feel emotions that don't belong to you, and these emotions affect your mood, body, or choices, and you can't logically explain the emotional shifts, and you decompress by being alone or in nature. Those four signs together create the clearest yes. By now, you should have been able to identify if you're an empath and to what degree. Now let's take a look at how the clairsentient or intuitive empathic ability works. Why do empaths feel others' emotions and energy? Empaths feeling others' emotions and energy is a real and common experience. But why it happens can be understood on several levels: energetic, psychological, and neurological. Most empaths resonate with a blend of these explanations. Here is the clearest, most useful breakdown. The energetic, spiritual perspective. From an energetic standpoint, which many empaths identify with, you have a naturally open, subtle energy field. Your aura or energetic boundary is more permeable than most, which allows you to receive emotional and vibrational information from others. You have a strong heart chakra sensitivity. Many empaths have a highly active heart center, which acts like a tuning fork, picking up the emotional charge around them. You read the vibration between the words. Even before someone speaks, you may feel their inner state: fear, joy, tension, or dishonesty, because you're attuned to the emotional frequencies. You are wired for connection, not separation. Some people have a naturally interdependent energetic pattern rather than a closed, self-contained one. Psychological and trauma-informed perspective. This is not in a negative way, because this often becomes a superpower. High attunement develops in childhood. Many empaths grew up learning to track others' moods for safety, belonging, or harmony. This becomes an automatic radar in adulthood. Hyper-awareness of micro-expressions and tone. Even when you're not consciously analyzing someone, your brain is reading dozens of subtle signals. Don't tell them because they'll think you're crazy. Trust me. You develop strong emotional intelligence early. You will understand emotional shifts intuitively because you've been practicing since childhood. The neurobiological perspective. Science offers fascinating insights. Mirror neurons are more effective or sensitive. These neurons fire not only when you feel something, but when someone else does. Empaths may have stronger mirroring responses. Heightened interoception. You notice internal bodily sensations more strongly, which can blend with others' emotions. Nervous system sensitivity. Your system processes external stimuli deeply. Sounds, atmospheres, mood shifts. So why does it feel like you're absorbing emotions? Because your mind, your nervous system, combined with your subtle energy field, are all tuned for reception, not protection by default. And lastly, empaths often experience emotions that are not their own, amplified, sudden, unexplained, and linked to people or spaces. This can feel like taking on energy rather than simply noticing it. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this first little video in the series called the Empath Care Kit. Join us in the second video where we will discuss how to regulate your empathy so that you are not controlled by it, as well as some common challenges along the way. As always, much light, love, and happiness to you always.